Oh, yeah. All right. Oops. And I'm live right now. Join me on my YouTube channel. Let's talk about it. What's up? I see somebody's on. What's happening? Trying to wake up. What's happening, everybody that's in here? All two of yous. What's up? Happy Friday. What's happening? How are you? It is definitely Friday. Cheers because it's Friday. Oh my God. What's up, Reese? Did you get yourself a phone case for your phone? I don't know. I had to switch mine to a 256 gigabyte. Yeah, because you can't put an SD card in the new phones. What's happening, everybody? AgTech, Jeremy Griffith. What's up, man? What's up, guys? I was just talking to my son. We were getting new phones, and I'm getting the new S21, and we already ordered them, and I thought they were going to be here already. Anyways, I did a little doing some research on phones, and the new Samsung phones, you can't put an SD card in it. Hey Murray, what's up? You can't put an SD card in it, so whatever memory you have is all you get, unless you pay for cloud storage and stuff like that. And so I called them back and said, hey, they come at 128 gigabytes. So I called the guy back and said, hey, anyway I could switch. And so he said he would get me a 256 gigabyte one. Hi. Hi. Because right now I have my phone. I'm not sure how big it is, but I think I have a 128 gigabyte SD card I put in it. When I had all that footage from that Audi video recorded over the process of like 3 weeks, my phone was full like multiple times. I had to delete like old videos and stuff like that. So, and if you can't have an SD card, that makes it tough. So how was everyone's Friday? How was your week? Oh, thank God it's Friday. Hey, did you just move Grandma's car? There is so much going on at my house right now. My little one is having a sleepover, so he's got a bunch of friends out back. They went swimming earlier. Now they're out back having pizza, and my Mrs. Nuts is in there with my mother-in-law and a couple friends, and they're in there having a Friday night get together. And I'm out here, you know. Wow, nice. The S20, nice. I have the S9. I have the S9. So I've had my phone for a while. My wife has an S8. Me and my middle son have an S9. My wife has an S8, And my oldest has a, I don't know, iPhone something. I don't know. It's a couple iPhones back. He's an iPhone guy. A week was shitty. Yeah, that's a bummer. Hey, it's over now. It's Friday, man. Thank God it's Friday. Oh my God. Oh, it's one of those days where, like, the end of the day, something happens, and you're just like, really, really, like right now, I can't believe this. Oh man, power steering parts. We should do a rant about power steering parts. I swear, there's only one place that builds them. Well, Jeremy, so we were well, yeah, I'm behind because it's just like getting new phones. It's like, man, it's expensive, and uh, we were with Verizon, then we switched to T-Mobile, and they paid off our phones, and we were with them for like a year and a half, and everything was fine. But AT&T has new phones. My wife needs a new phone, and my son's is a refurbished one that we bought from Amazon. The S9 for my 11-year-old. And the phones are all free as long as we stay with AT&T. So I mean, they're free, but they're not. You pay the taxes in California. Um, but um, but I mean, hey, you know, AgTech has an iPhone 6. There you go. AgTech iPhone 6. Wow, man, that's crazy. Hey, if it works, it works, man. I with all the YouTube and stuff, it's hard. You got to have, with the YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that, it's kind of tough to have an old phone. My phone worked. I didn't have any problem with it, but just the memory didn't have a lot of memory. So, what's up, Luke? The new ones are, faster, and so Gundo has a S10e, not fancy, but with Wi-Fi 6 makes a difference. That's cool. Oh man, I was just sitting there, had my headphones on, and normally when I sit in my chair every evening, I fall asleep. I could be drinking a beer, having a coffee, it doesn't matter. A lot of times I come home, have a couple beers, and then go eat dinner, clean up, have a shower. Around 8, think I'll have like a couple cups of coffee, and I'll fall asleep. Come 8 o'clock every night, I fall asleep. Around 8ish, I wake up at like 9, and then I'm awake for the rest of the evening until it's time to go to bed. Any tool purchases this week? Um, well, I didn't buy any tools, but I did get a tool. Let me show you what I got. All right. So I got this from Mayhew. So, and I think I actually saw CP the Tool Addict with these not that long ago. Um, and so I've been looking for a set of Torx because I have, so they're real small. So they're really really small. You can put a wrench on them. Um, so I have, what's up ETR Garage. So we'll look at the biggest one, which is a T55. So the T55 there, stupid light. My garage sucks. Sorry about the background, guys. So there's the T55. Just in my hands, you could see how little it is. So it's got just enough room to put a wrench on it. So you can put a wrench on them, you can put a socket on them. It's got a quarter drive or a Torx. So I like this because, I mean, it's a pain. It's like I kind of started with this whole thing with my triple squares. And I talked about this, I think, in a video. Your triple square sockets start off at like this big. And I think because I have a snap-on set, my set is, I think it's 6 pieces, and I think the biggest triple square I have is like probably like that big, and it's for I think some of them are for torquing head bolts on Toyotas and stuff like that. But anyways, they just get progressively longer, and I kind of had a problem with it because, I mean, they're just too big, to get in anywhere. I mean, and even if you had like a normal size socket, it's still too big. I mean, if you took a 3/8 socket, right? Let's just go random. Let's go with the normal Torx. So a normal Torx, let's say it's probably about, what you gotta say, about 2 inches long, right? Like a bigger Torx socket. So about 2 inches. And then you throw on another 1/2 inch here, and then you throw on another 1/2 inch ratchet. I mean, you're this big trying to get into places, and that's pretty hard to do. And so I found this set of, and multiple people make them. I found this set from, I think it's by Carbine. I actually did a video about these sockets because I like them so much, and I'd never seen anything like it before. And I didn't even know about these or anything. And I think it's by Carbine, and they're like only like this big. I think the biggest one is like this big, and it's the same principle. It's like this, except for they get bigger. They go like to 3/8 drive and have a wrench, for their respective sizes. And so those are actually really nice, especially when you're working on Audis and Volkswagens and stuff like that. When you want to get in somewhere, you don't have a lot of room. So I got this from Mayhew, 11-piece Torx bit set, and that goes from a T10 up to a T55. And then I got this little socket, a little ratchet. I don't know. It feels really good. So it's by JTC Tools, which is Mayhew Tools. It's not going to show because the stupid light in the background. Anyways, it says JTC Tools. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's got like a little nub on the end, kind of give you something to hang on to. It feels good. The teeth feel good. So I got this to try out. So we'll see how this works. Got a few other things, but not what I was expecting to get. So, but anyways, got these 2 things. I got a couple more things, but those are the two standouts that I got. So let's see what AgTech got. He picked up a 3/8 Milwaukee long neck ratchet and ordered a set of wrenches, 30 to 50 millimeter. Holy crap. And a 12 and 13 millimeter Allen sockets. Wow, nice. What? Hang on, I'm gonna grab. Is Justin on live now? Oh, where's Dow? I don't know. He's got. I don't know. He's on a new adventure. Hang on 1 second. I want to just check a socket. Oh, I was just looking at what size 12 and 13 millimeter. I was trying to picture it. Oh, wow, a set of wrenches 30. Oh, so Dow is not. He said that he most likely won't be doing any TGIF or most of his videos because he's got a new adventure with a shop where a bunch of people are teaming up to build stuff. And I don't know. He's had a couple videos this week about it. So I don't know. I haven't talked to him since I think last weekend. So I just need to wake up. I was in there. I was watching CP, and CP didn't put me to sleep. I was falling asleep just because it's Friday. I don't want to get that twisted. But I was just sitting there, had my headphones on. My wife's having her little get together over here. I'm just sitting in the chair, and I fell asleep. Like I said, I fall asleep every single night when I sit in my chair. And finally, I woke up, and I'm like, okay, I got to get up. I talked about going live, and I wasn't real sure if I was going to or not. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough having to come on, to come and do a live stream because a lot of people, they're all in the same community of tools and working on cars and things like that. And it's hard to come on, when someone else is doing a live stream. But there's only so many times in a week, like I think I do Wednesday, which is good because I don't think anybody else does Wednesday. And then I was trying to do Friday. I actually would just come on when Justin didn't get on. Because my kids are off doing their thing, and Mrs. Nuts is over there with her mother-in-law, and a couple friends usually come over on Fridays, and they do their Friday night hangout, and so I hang out with my friends on here. So, anyways, thank God it's Friday, guys. Man, end of my week with this. I had a couple. So since I've been at this new shop, I haven't had any like decent upsells. So I'll see this other guy. He does a lot of oil changes, and he does a lot of oil changes, and so a lot of recommendations. And so when you can do a lot of oil changes, a lot of recommendations, you have stuff come in. Man, this guy's been doing like Toyota. Like he's had like, oh my God, in the past couple weeks, and I think 5 different Toyotas. I want to say they've been all like pickups and stuff with a rack and timing belt and all this stuff. And man, I do oil changes, and they like if they buy one thing, I'm lucky. And I did a couple. Oil changes this week, and I got kind of lucky because I had 2 dinosaurs, like two. Well, one's like a dinosaur, and one's like a classic dinosaur. So I had a '93 Jeep Cherokee come in. I haven't worked on a Jeep Cherokee in a minute, and I've worked on a lot of them. And anyways, it was like grinding while turning and a door lock issue. Got in it, turned the wheels, and only the door lock issue was a diag. The other one was just, oh yeah, by the way, when you're pulling my car in, I guess to check the door locks, it grinds. I don't know how they figure that, but anyways, whatever. Turn the wheels, power steering is just grinding like crazy. So it needed a pump and a gearbox, and some door lock stuff and valve covers and whatever. So I got some decent upsells, sway bar links, valve covers, fix the door locks, gearbox, power steering pump. So I guess I jinxed myself because I see you guys ask some questions. I'll get to that in a minute. I kind of jinxed myself because as soon as I popped the hood, I told my neighbor, I said, "Oh man, when I first started in this industry, I did a power steering pump on the Jeep, and as soon as I started it up, the front pump seal just started slinging power steering fluid, and I immediately had to turn it off and pull it back out. And so so I'm putting this thing in. I and it's kind of nice because the gearbox is right into the power steering pump. I'm doing both, so cool. Power steering pump out, gearbox in, power steering pump in, and have plenty of room. Well, I'm putting the return line on, and it's kind of going. Get it started where I know it's not cross threaded, right? And it's kind of going, and it's kind of a little stiff. Kind of feels like maybe there's some paint on the threads. I don't really know. So I kept kind of working it, and finally I'm like, dude, what the hell's going on? So I pull it off, and the return line was just messed up. Like the threads were just damaged. And I look at the gearbox, and it looks like it's most likely damaged. So I go in, tell my writer, hey, my manager, I need a return line and order another gearbox just in case because I have a feeling it's no good. So I wait, and I get the return line, and of course I check it, and the gearbox is jacked. So whatever. So I have to wait until like the afternoon to get the gearbox. So I finally get the gearbox. I put it in, get it all done. I go drive it. Oh, it's got super cord showing in the front. Like, I mean, like the tires are about to blow up. And so I'm only driving it around the court and back. That's it. And it's making this weird noise that could be like a differential or a bearing noise. But I did an axle, a left front axle, a CV axle that goes inside the differential. So I wanted to make sure that everything was good there. So I bring it back in, I rack it, drive it, have somebody listen to it. Okay, cool. Tell my manager, all right, just pull it out or just drop it down. It's coming Monday. All right, cool. Drop it down. I go to pull it around and it has no power steering. Take the cap off. I turn the steering wheel all the way to the right. And I start it up and I'm pulling it to the right as hard as I can. And nothing, not a peep out of the power steering pump. No whine, no nothing. So I'm like, damn it. So now Monday I got to pull the pump out and replace that. So anyways, and then I had a 95 Saturn this week that I got some upsells on. So anyways, it's kind of crazy because, a Saturn, I haven't seen a Saturn in, man, I don't know how long. It's been a minute. So I don't know. Last weekend, I don't know. There was a lot. I'm not sure if he had a falling out with someone. I don't stay up for that. I'm usually in bed by midnight at the weekends, but I'm not on YouTube until midnight. I usually get off and I sit and watch a show with the wife, or I like to go in and put on a show and pretend I'm going to watch it and fall asleep. But no, I don't. Do I live close to Dow? No, he lives in Southern California, like pretty far Southern California, probably 8 hours away. And I live in Sacramento in the Northern California. Yeah. If I was close, I would meet him. I like Justin. We kind of became friends just with the live stream. I think the first time that he asked me to go on his live stream and we kind of chatted on the phone and went on the live stream. And I think I went on I think I went on like almost every live stream after that. And yeah, we talk on the phone and text and, he's a good guy. I like him. So, but, oh man, thanks, Checkmate. That's nice to hear. I was sitting there in CP and I was just like, before I fell asleep and I was like, should I go live? I was like, man, he's getting a lot of love in here and, everybody's in here, everybody's, having a good time. And, I don't want to pull away from that. And then I went night night. So it didn't even matter. And I was like, all right, I got to get up. So, all right, let's see. Hey, Walter Frederick, thanks for joining. Shaggy Rifleman, Nick Hildebridal, Blake, what's up? I'm trying to get to these things here. Thanks for joining me, guys. I bought a new Matco quarter drive or quarter black chrome ratchet to go along with the 3/8 black chrome. Gotta say, I'm enjoying them more than any ratchet I've owned. Nice. Oh, that's the ones that Justin had. Was that the black chrome that Justin showed, Checkmate? Princess Jamie's in the house. I think that's what he was talking about. Let's see. Oh man, the black, that would be awesome, man. The black chrome. Man, I would like that. When Justin showed that, I was like, oh man. Let's see. Worked on a headache job this week. Put in a replacement used engine. Well, that's a headache right there. Anything used. I hate that. Replacement used engine in a 07 Suburban. Overheated and still did it. Brand new water pump that's from AutoZone. Yeah. Well, there you go, right there. AutoZone. That's a bummer, man. As long as the shop sells it like they should, and not like, oh, we have a warranty. It's like, hey, we could put in this used part, but like when you drive away, peace out, homie. Like, we ain't got nothing for you. You went cheap. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. That's my personal That's my personal opinion. If you're going to do a used part, we can put in a used part, but like, you know, you gotta bounce after your used part, and we're not gonna do anything for that. You're gonna pay the next time for us to look at it. If there's anything wrong, you're gonna pay. So, the Shaggy Rifleman, what's up? Nick Hildebridal, what's happening, man? Blake, what's up, brother? How's the wiring video go? Did you ever get back to that? Some of you guys missed it. I was debating on coming on, and I was sitting in my chair and I fell asleep. I was watching CP and I fell asleep. He didn't put me to sleep. I fall asleep every night. I'm reiterating myself because sometimes YouTube can stir up a lot of drama, and I avoid drama at all costs. I'd come here for the fun, making friends and making videos. Well, actually helping people is why I started all this. Occupant, what's up, man? Thanks for the video on the Cummins 6.7. Help me diag an 04 Ram 3500. See, now that, Ricardo Jimenez, thank you very much for saying that, because that is why I started YouTube and why I do what I do. Why I stop what and take pictures and videos, or I set up a camera and I make a video to show people, because I want people to learn faster and to not hit the roadblocks that I hit, or make the mistakes that cost you money, or really, can look bad for your job, your boss, whatever. I don't want people to go down that road. So that is why I started my channel. Thank you very much for saying that. That's really nice. Occupant, what's up, man? Happy Friday. Oh, good. All right, checkmate. Yeah. All right. Hey, princess. I'm gonna say hello. Kentucky Tech's in the house. Steven, what's up, man? Oh, that black with the blue handle, man. That was super sick. Oh man, that thing looks super saucy. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button or the dislike button. I don't really care. Just something to let me know that you care. Trying to make sure hang on. I lost where I was. Okay, I think we're here. Okay. Got a gear swap already tomorrow, followed by my own Jeep steering arms, hopefully. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Man, you know what? We don't have a Matco guy right now either. I thought about trading in mine, so I've got Snap-on ratchets are my favorite, but I have these two Matco ratchets that I've had for a really long time, and actually probably since I think I've had them for like ever since I started working on cars. But anyways, like one is it's probably about that long, 3/8 drive fixed handle. I use that one to do oil changes so I can't tighten the drain plug too tight, because I have a tendency to over tighten stuff. And then I have one that's probably about a foot long, and it's a flex head, a locking flex head, and those ratchets I use majority of the time. And they're Matco, but we don't have a Matco guy right now. Our Matco guy retired in our area, and then we had one guy that came, like, I don't know, a couple months later. He came in for like a couple weeks. I even bought a tool from him, and then gone. And after that, no one's ever seen him. And so now I'm at my new shop. We still don't have a Matco guy, but we have a Snap-on guy and a Mac guy now. So like a regular Mac guy, he comes every week to this shop. So, oh, I bet the half-inch drive is going to be expensive. And then hang on, what size are you getting? So you got to really think about that. Oh, I'm not a fan of O'Reilly or AutoZone, just personal preference. But hey, when I started in this industry, water pumps, water pumps would come reman sometimes. We would actually have to send water pumps back as a core. So imagine that. We're around here. We've had the best luck with AutoZone and Napo. That's good. I mean, hey, you know what? And everybody has their own, their own luck. And sometimes people bring bad luck. Like, for instance, I was working on a 7.3 power stroke, if you're not familiar. And the drain valve in the back was leaking. Oh my God. It was never leak. Anyways, the drain valve in the back was leaking on the back of the fuel filter housing. And um and I told, so I got a Dorman one. They brought me a Dorman one. I'm like, I went in and I said, hey, you guys really want me to put this in? Like, it's Dorman. And my service manager was like, oh yeah, I've had one in my truck for like however long he'd had since he had his heads done. I was like, okay, no problem. I'll put it in. I'm not gonna argue. So anyway, so I put it in and I start the truck and there's just a puddle of fuel into the truck. And I mean like a river. And the drain valve was just stuck. It was stuck open. And you could turn it and it would just leak and leak and leak. Turn it off and I took it off and I tested it. And so they ordered another one. And this time I tested it before I put it on. I tested it with like just blowing through it. And same thing, it didn't seal. So they got me a motorcraft one. And so I'm doing injectors on my service manager's 7.3. Oh, and I'll talk to you guys about a 7.3. I have a funny thing about 7.3. But anyway, and he's like, "Oh, I have Dorman valve cover gaskets in my truck, so hopefully they don't fail since you're working on it because you seem to bring bad luck to them." So it's a 2021. It's 2020. I can't say anything about your personal lifestyle choice. It's Small Engines in the house. What's up, man? Yeah. I avoid that at all costs, man. I don't want any part of it. Jim Lucky's in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for coming to the live stream. I appreciate it. Saying hello. How is everyone's Friday going? Got big plans for the weekend? The heck, I keep losing the. Oh my God. I'm way behind in the chat. I'm gonna kind of scroll through this, guys. I hate leaving people out here. Oh, well, thanks, Blake. I appreciate it, man. I know I've got a couple videos ready to go for next week, but I kind of didn't do much for the last few days. So got everyone saying hello here. If you've not yet, please subscribe and hit the like button. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. I was at like 684 subscribers earlier, and I hit 700 followers on Instagram. So, oh yeah, Blake. You know what, man? I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry. You keep asking me. You've asked me a couple times about ratchets, and I totally forget. Message me in the daytime on the weekday at work, and I'll take pictures of what I have. That's the best time, California time. Don't forget. If I'm not at work or anything like that, I forget, man. I have like baseball. My youngest one started baseball, so now we have baseball. We have trying to get to the skate park. I go live on Wednesdays, trying to find time to to edit videos, and so, anyways, oh, all right, man. Whenever you need, brother. I just went on there. I would go 24-inch for alignments. Oh, you talking about the 1/2-inch ratchet? Yeah, I have a big 24-inch Matco ratchet. It doesn't have a handle on it. It's just straight up chrome. But it's Matco. It's like the 88 tooth or whatever. Yeah, let me know, Blake. I have lots of stuff. I never had to rebuild water pumps. There you go. Hey, if CarQuest works for you, man, there's nothing wrong with that. I don't talk bad about anything because everyone has their own opinions. It's the same thing with the tool trucks. Everybody, it's corn. Oh my God. So I was coming out of work the other day And behind us, kind of kitty corner, is this place that does these vehicle wraps and body work for like big for stars. So like the Sacramento Kings basketball team players, they get their cars wrapped there and painted and all this stuff. So there's always at least like 4 or 5 Lamborghinis and 2 or 3 Mercedes G wagons and all these crazy Bentleys and all these cars always over there. I saw a Cornwell truck outside of there the other day. He doesn't come to our shop. I wouldn't buy him anything from him anyways. I don't like him. I've dealt with him a couple of times. I just didn't like him. Then he stopped. Like I don't like it when a truck comes and they just stop coming. It's like okay, cool, you suck, and you just represented your whole your whole company. Let's see. Matco took away one of his routes. He was a great dealer, warranted broken and worn tools out, no questions asked. Yeah, man, I've had like where I don't have a guy for a while. Actually, when my Matco guy comes in, I'm going to give him 2 complete rails of Allen sockets and say I need these warranted because they're stripped out. So I just have too many. I did that with my Mac. I bought those Mac. So remember the Mac drill bits that were on sale a few months ago? They're the Cobalt ones. I know people are still buying them because I've seen people on Instagram share. Anyways, it's the Cobalt Drill Bit Set that folds open and it's got I don't know 24 drill bits or 30 or something like that. Anyways, I've had it for a couple of years. I bought it from my Mac guy, and he never came back. I didn't have a Mac guy for a long time. And so the next time I saw him, I was like, man, look, almost all these drill bits are like, they're just dull as crap. And he said, okay, cool. So the next week he came with a brand new set and he just took all the drill bits out and warranted every single drill bit in my entire set. So, I mean, I was happy about that. So I have redone my rear perches and put my front forward. What is a perch? I don't know. You do a lot of stuff that I don't do, Jamie. I don't know anything about what you do, and I don't rebuild differentials either. So you got me there. Um, Front forward 9 steer up in my rig since my last video. Yeah, I get lost in all gears and all that stuff. That is not my forte. Now, what do you use for editing software, Princess Jamie? I use KineMaster. Felpro's not bad. If you're working on a diesel, man, I don't know. OEM, dude. I don't like using aftermarket stuff unless it's like a 7.3 Ford, because then it's going to be different. Hang on, I missed. Oh, sweet! Small Engine's got his tire changer already. Oh, you'll have to put a post on Instagram showing us that in use. You can. Yeah, you can. You have a GoPro. You could do it. Blue Gloves, what's up, man? Thanks for joining the chat. I'm doing valve lash on a 6.7. 6.7 Ford or a Cummins. AC refill mobile all tomorrow, then going on a date with the wife. Nice. What valve lash on a 6.7? What is that? I feel like a dummy asking that question, but hey, I don't care. If I don't know, I don't know what that is. Valve lash? Can you adjust valves on a? Can you adjust valves on a 6? Oh, it must be a Cummins. It's a Cummins because I don't think you can adjust valves on a Ford. I know you can on a Cummins because you have to after you do injectors. The new TGIF. Yeah, it's kind of hard. I can't do that whole like crazy all-nighter stuff like everyone else. Once everyone leaves, I have Mrs. Nuts in there like going, okay, all right, when are you getting off? I think I was on till like 10 o'clock this week. All right. I don't know what that is. Caden M. Hey man, thanks for joining the chat. I appreciate it. Service trucks are never overweight. Yeah. Yeah, what kind of tire machine is it? I can't remember. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be Hunter or anything like that. Wow, that's a big truck. Do you ever have to go do that, Kentucky Tech? Do you ever have to go out in the service truck, or are you always in the shop? Yeah, I haven't actually. I don't do a lot of tires. Uh, you know what? I did one time. One guy helped me. We were having to drill out. I didn't have super great drill bits, and I was having to drill out some exhaust manifold bolts on a Isuzu NPR, and he was helping me drill them out. He was helping me sharpen the bits, and I don't know. I tried. I used to have a drill doctor. That never worked. I actually threw that away. It sat on my shelf. Actually, it's still back there on my shelf. I need to throw that thing in the garbage. So, but I usually just get him. My Mac guy, I told him whenever he comes in, I'm like, oh man, I keep forgetting which ones are dull. And he gave me a good idea. I never thought about it. He's like, just turn them upside down. So, Even Boyd, what's up, man? Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate it. Looks like I'm losing everyone here. I think I know why. One by one. Yep. See ya, Shaggy. I know. I saw he was live. Vegas Movie Studio. Nice. Yep, there you go. Cummins right there. I knew it. As soon as I was like thinking about it, I'm like, wait a minute. That's Cummins right there. Oh, Doug and Lori Schmitz, thanks for joining the chat. Happy Friday. Oh, okay. So you do go out, but you have to load up tools. There's no tools on it? Wow. That sucks. Man, Cummins, man, that's a 6.7 power stroke. There's nothing like that. Man, oh nice, small engines. That is fantastic. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, I may or may not have worked with a couple people myself, so the only thing that I say is that if you send me something and I won't recommend my fellow technicians to buy it, I will not promote it. I will not promote it on Instagram. I will not do any videos about it, and I won't talk bad about it. That is my thing that I have said is that I just will not. I only, like I said, I started this channel to help people, and I will only do what I can to help people out. So, yep, no worries, Steven. I saw he was on, man. I knew. I knew. It's all good. Yeah, I can't imagine that. That's actually why I don't like doing side work because I mean, every time I think I know what I'm going to need on the job, it's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna get this tool and this tool and this tool, and it's like, oh crap. Now I need 3 different radiator hook picks, and then now I'm like, that didn't work, and I'm down to trying 11 different pairs of some sort of long plier configuration. That doesn't work. Then you need your bendable magnet, and you don't have that. And then the socket and the ratchet are too thick to fit in, and it's just a snowball effect of crap. So my only experience with a 6.7 power stroke is one glow plug I replaced. There is a post about it on Tex Talking Shop. My oh, thank you, Blue Gloves. So my first experience with a 6.7, I knew nothing about this engine. And one day a guy comes in and says, I want I can't remember which exhaust manifold replaced. Okay, cool. So I look at the truck and I'm like, oh, this is different. I don't really know much about this. And I don't really understand this because it looks a lot different than what I'm used to seeing. So I look it up. Exhaust manifold replacement. First step, remove turbo. What? Remove the turbo? Why would I remove the turbo to take out the exhaust manifold? Oh, because it's under the turbo. Yeah, they're in the valley. So that was kind of interesting. So, but it went fine. But you know what happens? That stupid damn pipe to the EGR cooler. When you go to take that thing off, those bolts in the damn exhaust manifold always break on the passenger side. That sucks. Oh, that's good. So that's a nice compressor. Does it have a nice lift too? Like a crane? Kentucky Tech. I used to, like, a long time ago before I was a mechanic, way back in the day. I lived out in Fairfield, and me and my buddy we would go hang out. He had this big old group of friends that were all out in like oh, where the hell did they live? They lived out in that area. But anyways, he had a whole bunch of different friends, and they all worked in a bunch of different industries. And one guy was a service mechanic on service truck, compressor, crane, loaded. I mean, loaded to the gills with tools. And one day, his truck got broken into, and all the tools got stolen. All the tools. So now, granted, he did work in an area that was a not so. He worked down around the Richmond area, so it's not the nicest of areas in California. Well, I mean, there can be nice areas, but for the most part, a lot of the areas were not nice. So let's see, out of 6-7 with a half a tank of water, water contaminated fuel, cleaned it out, no harm done as of yet. Wow, that's crazy. Oh yeah, so yeah, they probably had a bunch of water in there and they pumped it in. Um, wow, that's nice. That's good right there. I remember I had a guy a long time ago come in and came in because he accidentally filled his truck full of gas. And he came in and we drained the tank and we drained the entire tank, put diesel and everything was fine. But he didn't start it. He had it towed over. Um, so yeah, you know what? And that is one thing about the 6-7. The 6-4s are the same way. The 6-4s are a little bit different because they're inside the valve cover, but you know, like the 6-7s, man, anytime you take anything apart, you got to replace it. You know, any fuel line, anything, you've got to replace all the fuel lines. So that's on the 6-4. They did the same thing. That was inside the valve cover. So I mean, if you had a leak, you wouldn't see it. The 6-7s, I mean, I'm just like, dude, like, I recommend it because it requires it to be replaced. And if it leaks, then it's on me in the shop. And I'm not doing that. I'm not, because in the shop, you know, then I look like an idiot, right? Why didn't you recommend it? You know, and you're a diesel mechanic too, like, you know, gasoline and diesel. But I mean, you're a diesel tech, so you should know. So, yeah, I recommend it. So the service writers don't like to hear it when you're like, oh yeah, you need this fuel line assembly and it's like 4 feet long and it goes from one valve cover to the other and it's going to take me a lot of hours just to replace that one part. So oh, okay. What size is the engine? I mean, what size? Yeah, what size is the engine? Kentucky Tech, is it bigger as like an 8 point something? A turbo and a cum. I don't know anything about bigger truck. Once you get into like over a 550, I don't know anything about that. Because it's the same up to a 550. It's the same. I just had a Cummins. I just had a Cummins with like a really long flatbed tow truck, and it was a 550, and it was like a 15, I think, a 2015, and I had to do an intake air heater and a evap core. It was the worst evap core I've ever seen. So, and I had to do it all in one day. Yeah, sometimes it's easier to pull the manifold with the turbo. Oh, that sucks. That's got to be tough to work on stuff. I know I see the heavy wrench. He'll have videos where he's using his little crane to lift stuff up and all that. So I don't know. I can't imagine working on something that's so big that you need a crane to pick everything up. So so it is a 6.7. Okay, so it's just a oh wow, okay. The first time I ever worked on a 6.7 Cummins was it had a blown head gasket. So I had to do a head gasket on it. That's the only time I've ever used a cherry picker to pick up a cylinder head. I've done 2 now. I used the picker both times, but that's the only time I've ever used a cherry picker to pick up a head, ever. I did a power stroke. I did a 6-liter power stroke way back in the day. First diesel I ever tore down, and I did the heads with no cherry picker. So that was kind of tough. So. Hi.
Hi. Sorry, we're just putting the scooters.
Okay. How's the little baby, Kentucky?
I'm just getting a water. Bye.
See you, buddy. What's happening in GCAG? What's up, man? Thanks for checking out the stream. I appreciate it. Was a little more live earlier before Justin got on. So a little tech passed out. Oh, that's nice, man. I miss it when they're little babies. You miss it when they're little babies. They're so cute. And it's just, man, enjoy every moment. Because, man, I'll tell you what, they're going to grow up so fast. And then you're going to be chasing them to try to hang out with them. I'm telling you, it goes by so fast. And then you look at them and you're like, dude, how the heck did you get so big? Oh man, so you miss it. So Doug and Lori, what's up, occupant? No, so yeah, it got it. Well, it's only a gearbox and a power steering pump. There's no cooler or anything, so it's like literally the power steering system's like this big, like standing up and down. But anyways, I get all done and I'm about to ship it, and I drop it down, and I go to pull forward, and it has no power steering, like none whatsoever. So I turn it off, turn the wheel all the way to one side. Or no, I had it running. I cranked it over to one side, and I've got the cap off the pump. I'm sitting there just pulling the wheel. All right, see you, Jamie. Pulling the wheel as hard as I can, and the pump is making no noise at all whatsoever. So I'm like, damn. That was literally like 4:00 at the end of the day. So I jumped back over to my service manager's truck to I'm doing injectors on his, so I was trying to tear it down. So I did pretty good. I started earlier, and I got the driver's side out and all the cups cleaned, and I got and then at like 4:00, whenever the pump, I found out about the pump, I jumped onto the passenger side, and I got the valve cover off, the gasket out of there, and I got the plugs out of the oil rails out, and let those drain out. So Monday morning I'll pull the injectors out and clean the bores and then put everything back in. But it's kind of funny. Everything is reman nowadays. We don't have anything that's not reman anymore. I don't think. I don't even know if there is anybody that makes an actual pump for anything like that. And you know what? most power steering stuff is all reman, all made by the same damn people. Yeah, at one point it was a company called Tasco, and it's just a bunch of crap. I mean, we had one time I had a Ford Taurus. I put 3 aftermarket pumps in it. Okay, so then we put a Motorcraft pump in it, and the first Motorcraft pump was no good, and we had to replace the Motorcraft pump. So, anyways, yeah, power steering just sucks, man. It's one of those things that if you do it, uh, then you just know that you're going to be doing it again. So, hang on one second. So, power steering just sucks. It just sucks. And you know it's going to suck, and there's nothing you can do about it. Hey, man, you know what? I don't care what you say, Kentucky Tech. You're a diagnostic tech, man. You must be pretty smart because this shit ain't easy. Let me tell you, it ain't for the. It ain't for the. It ain't for the dum dums. Let me tell you. All right, Ag Tech. Have a good weekend, man. Have a good night. Have a good day at work. Yeah, water pumps and axles now. But back when I started, God, even axles, I forgot to say that earlier. So water pumps, we would have to send back as a core almost every time. And even axles were the same way. You had to always check because axles would be reman sometimes. Well, I mean, even still, I think even still now, we don't get reman axles. Thank God, we're the last few shops I've been at. But I mean, I have had where they've given me reman axles. But I mean, what's up, Davion? How are you, man? So check these out, Davion. I was showing these earlier. I got these this week. Some Mayhew, the Mayhew Torx bit set. It's like that triple square set that I showed. I have a video about. And so they're real small. This stupid light back here. Sorry, guys. They're real small, and they've got with the Torx, because the Torx aren't very big. It's got a quarter drive and a wrench, and a drive for a wrench. So these are actually really cool, and they're gonna come in real handy. And they go T10 up to T55. So I almost bought some. So I need to buy some new bolt biter sockets. Oh yeah, CP did have these on there. Actually, absolutely, he had those on there. I was going to buy some new bolt biter sockets. I have a set from Craftsman that I've had for a long time. And the one that is used the most is either a 10 or a 12. It's approximately a 10 or a 12 millimeter. I can't remember. Anyways, it's the one for most exhaust. Whatever exhaust always messes up. I can't remember. It's a 10 or a 12. Anyways, it's a Craftsman set I bought a long time ago. And they've worked. I've used them so many times. I probably paid $50 for them, maybe 30. And it's like a 10 or 12 piece set. I mean, it's a pretty good size set. And I've never had any problems with it, and except for the one, that one that's worn out. And I've had to borrow I've had to borrow a socket from somebody before to get that size off because mine's worn out. And I went on the truck and I was like kind of torn. I think Mac had can't remember, an 8-piece set, I think, that was $180. So I was kind of torn if I wanted to spend $180 on a set. I know there's like Irwin and some other companies make them. So I was going to possibly look into other companies and see. So let me know if you guys have seen this. Have you guys seen the Mac sockets that are like the bolt biter sockets? You know the bolt biter where it digs in, but they don't dig. And they're designed to grab in the same fashion, but where you can still use the bolt and put it back on. Has anybody seen those for Mac? I've never seen those. I'm sure they maybe have been in a catalog. I don't know. Like I said, I've only had a Mac driver for the last couple months. I think I'm coming up on 3 months. It's about due my birthday, and I think right around then will be 3 months. So yeah, and I'm not used to having like I said, I'm not used to having a Mac guy. So Detroit standard water pumps usually don't have a core, but the variable geometry pumps always have a core. So you guys have variable geometry water pumps? That's interesting. Chris, thank you for checking out the stream. I appreciate you coming on board over here. Yeah, I can't wait to try it out, man. I'll let you know. I know it's going to be awesome. Ah, I know these are going to work out really well. Like I said, I've got my triple squares, and they're awesome. And then here's my other little tool I got this week from ATC. No, JTC. What am I talking about? JTC, which is Mayhew Tools. I don't know if it's their sister company or their partner or what, but it's a little tiny, just little bitty stubby quarter drive ratchet. I can't wait to try that out either. So I got those this week. Um, so yeah, yes, yeah, and I did see those. Yeah, they're definitely worth it, man. And you know what, Davion, I don't think you work on too many Europeans. Actually, I know you don't, because you said people don't want to fix them. But there's a set of triple squares that I know the one set that I have. I made a video about them. Carbon. I have a link to the tools from Amazon. I don't remember exactly. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it's called Carbine. And they're triple squares, and they're just like those. They just go up bigger because the triple squares obviously get bigger. Okay, correction. Not a variable geometry. It has a viscous clutch on the water pump. Oh wow, that's crazy. I've never seen that before. So is that the ones that to Ricardo? Is that the ones to be able to remove them and put them back on? Is that what they're called? The FOR? With the foreign object removal. I know. I can't wait. You know what? It's really expensive, but I'm definitely I'm paying off my. I bought some left-hand drill bits and some easy outs from Mac, and then I'm going to start investing. I think the next tools that I buy are going to be investing in the RBRT line because that is a really great line. And I mean, you know what? All the other companies are going to follow suit. You know that. So there's going to be competition there. But right now, they have the market cornered. But you know, Snap On will be right behind it. You'll have to send me a link on Instagram. Let me know what that is. Proto has. Is that Michael Pro Tools or is that Proto Tools? What is that? What which is that? Is that the same, Princess Jamie? I'm not familiar with that. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure it's Proto Tools, huh? I've seen Snap-on FDX. Is that the same as what are Snap-on turbo sockets? I don't think I ever heard of those. Oh, okay. I know Matco has the RBRT for a hex because I had the Matco guy that came in. He sold well he sold me some tools. He didn't have any easy outs, so he sold me something similar, and I was trying to use them as an easy out. And then I found out later they were like an RBRT for hex head, and I got them from Mako. So I have some from Mako. So there's a lot of live streams on tonight, huh? I got to pop up and show some love across the board. I see. Well, you know what's funny is, so I don't know if CP is still on, but I was on CP. I was watching the live stream for a long time, and I got tired. I fall asleep every night in my chair. CP did not put me to sleep. I fall asleep every night in my chair. But anyways, and I was like, you know what? I said I was going to go live. Let me just go do it. And I got to wake up, get out of the house. So, and Justin wasn't on. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'll get on. You know, there's a lot of people that want to have, want to, have a live stream or whatever. And then he just got on a little while ago. So check out Dan. I see his on YouTube. Oh, he invented them. Oh, wow. Okay. He does nothing but like videos about that. Like he goes and seeks out the most rusted bolts that you could ever find. See, for me, it's like I don't come across that stuff very often. And when you do, you wish that you hadn't, right? And then you got to get it out however you can. But the thing is, like, I mean, the only other option is what? To round something off so you can try it? No, I'm not doing that. So, but yeah, I think he goes and seeks out like the most rusted things. Yeah, I see him on Instagram too. I think on Instagram. Okay. They're not snap-on turbo sockets. They are Blue Point. What are turbo sockets? I can Google it. It's not a big deal. I have Hex RBRT Chrome SAE and Metric, and have the Nano Hex RBRTs and have the Torx RBRTs. Torx RBRTs would definitely be worth it. I have 3 sets, $60 to $80 cheaper. Oh, okay, there you go. Flank Drive Extra. Okay, all right. Oh, so turbo sockets are bolt biter type sockets. Oh, okay, okay. I knew I'd heard of them. I just wasn't sure what they were. I didn't really get off the top of my head. I wasn't real sure. What's up, dude?
Hi.
What are you doing with my batteries? Little nuts, huh? What are you doing here? Hey.
Love you. I'm trying that, Jesus.
Wait, where are you going with my batteries? Bye, guys. Have fun. All right, that was my little guy. I guess he's having a sleepover at somebody's house, and then my little one's having a sleepover here with a bunch of friends. I'm getting my first COVID shot tomorrow morning, 10:20. I'm going tomorrow on Saturday, so that way, so the wife suggested I get it on a Friday or Saturday, so that way, if I do get sick, at least I have a day or two to recover before I have to go back to work. Because her mom got it, her dad got the second shot and had no problem. Her mom got the other shot. I don't remember which one got which, but she within an hour wasn't feeling it, and it took her about a day and a half to recover. And so I'm going tomorrow morning to get mine. So anyway, so Mac has the patent. Okay, so yeah, I kind of figured that. Tool line that is used to be called Blom. Okay, yeah. Oops. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know if you were on Instagram or anything. I'm sorry. So Astro flank bite damage fasteners. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Astro tools. Okay, turbo sockets are bolt and fastener extractors. Okay. Slide top tool cart. Man, I don't know. I don't use a slide top. I don't. The battery thief has struck again. What, you had a battery stolen? Yeah, I don't I don't own a slide top, and you know what's funny is until I came to my new shop like almost 3 months ago, I don't think I've ever even seen anybody with a slide top cart before until I got to this new shop. And then I think everybody has a slide top cart except for one guy and then me. But I like the slide top cart because you have an automatic workspace, right? You roll it out, and we have one guy who, when he does a job, he will literally lay all the bolts out, like line them up in all the ways that they go, and you know, guys use them for workbenches and things like. I mean, sorry, for workbenches and things like that. But I use I like my lid. I mean, my lid is a pain in the ass when I have to roll under a vehicle sometimes. That can be quite difficult, or if I'm under there and, you know, I have to lower it and raise it or whatever. But man, I don't think I could work it. Well, no. I mean, I know I could. It would be very difficult to to work without a flip top because I have. I mean, the key that I have is my magnetic. You know, I have like a, you know, the magnet, the magnet strip. It's like what, like 10 inches tall and I don't know, 14 inches long or something like that. Anyways, it's probably, that's not even the right size, but and I use that for when I'm doing jobs. I just pull my sockets out, and you know, the other thing I don't like about the slide tops is that you're so far down when you open it up, down to where the sockets go, that it's a lot of space to, you know, that you kind of lose in a way. Well, no, not in a way. You really do lose it. I don't know. I have my cart. If you saw my cart has a flip top lid. I screw all my rails and sockets down to my top, you know, to the top, and I reach in there and I grab whatever I need, and you know, the rails fasten to the cart, so I can grab it with, you know, while I'm just sitting over here, and I can pull it up and, you know, switch out on my gun and, you know, do like that. So that's why I like it. It's quick and easy and convenient. So um, anyways, so what's happening with everyone here? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, you need another tech at the shop? Yeah, we recently. Oh yeah, it's only you and the boss though, isn't it? You guys never replaced that idiot that you had been there, working there. You guys seem to be really busy. If I ever came to Texas, I'd come work there. I would learn you something. Teach you how to be a diag tech, man. You know? All right. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut it off. It's just dwindling here, and I'm getting tired. Seemed like everybody went over to Justin's, which is cool. Awesome. So, anyways, I'm gonna bounce, guys. I only got on because he wasn't on, and so thanks for checking me out. Thanks for joining my stream. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys on Wednesday if you want to join me. Good night, guys.